working with executors and trustees of estates, I've learned to tune my ears when I hear them say, I wish I would have known this. It's either a point where I'll learn something new, or it's a place where I can help you avoid a pitfall. In this video, I'll go over 5 common mistakes an executor can make when dealing with an inherited property and how you can avoid them. Hey there, I'm Lisa Kwashnick, and I'm a realtor right here in the Sacramento area, and I'm also a certified probate and trust specialist. Today, we're diving into the top mistakes you might encounter when you're inheriting a property. Let's make sure you're well prepared and informed. The first mistake to avoid is delaying action. One of the biggest mistakes people have told me they've made is putting things off to do later. It's easy to feel emotional and overwhelmed by the paperwork and the decisions, but procrastination can lead to missed opportunities and financial loss. Because you're here watching this video, I know that you're already taking the steps in the right direction to avoid this common mistake. So let's explore the things you can do to avoid delaying action. My clients who start organizing all the necessary paperwork about the inherited property seem to be a step ahead. They create a dedicated workspace to keep all of the documents, contracts, and communication together. This simple step will save you time and reduce stress in the long run. If you're like me, one of my favorite things in life to do is to cross things off of my to-do list. I've learned from some of my most organized clients to establish a timeline and set deadlines for important tasks. Then you can break down the process into manageable steps and assign deadlines to each. For example, if you're going through probate, then there are certain documents that the probate court will require by a certain time period. And if you can kind of map those things out early on, it'll help you with time management. Having that structured plan keeps you on track. Don't hesitate to reach out to professionals early on. You can engage with a real estate professional like me, or an attorney, or a financial advisor who specializes in inherited properties. We are all here to guide you through the process, provide valuable insights, and to ensure that you don't miss any critical deadlines. By avoiding the delay and taking proactive steps, you'll be setting a strong foundation for managing the inherited property. Another critical mistake to avoid when inheriting a property is overlooking the property assessment. Understanding the true value of the property is essential for making informed decisions. So let's dive into why assessing the property is a vital step. The property assessment directly impacts your financial decisions, whether you plan to sell the property, rent, or invest in the property. Having a clear understanding of its value helps you set appropriate pricing, negotiate effectively, or plan your financial strategy. Jim and I invest in a software that we provide to our clients called HomeBot, and you're more than welcome to check it out. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can use it if the property is in the Sacramento area. Similar to Zillow, you can just enter the property address in, and it will auto-populate a home value based on recent sales and tax records. But different from Zillow, it allows you to also enter in any mortgage information and will help you calculate what an early payoff may look like. And if you're interested in keeping the property as a rental, either short-term like Airbnb or VRBO, or a long-term lease, our HomeBot software can help you calculate your profit. Keep in mind though, anything that uses artificial intelligence to estimate a value won't be able to take into consideration the condition of the property. And because of that, a court may require a home valuation from a real estate professional like me, an appraiser, or a court referee. When you have a good idea of the value of the property you've inherited, you'll be much better equipped to make financial decisions about the property. This kind of leads us to mistake number 3. One of the most significant mistakes to avoid when inheriting a property is letting emotions drive decisions. I know there's going to be a man watching this video who will want to click away, but hear me out. I had 2 brothers as clients who inherited a property after their dad passed away, and it was a unique transaction with the way things were divided among the heirs. There was another beneficiary beside the 2 brothers. I watched these 2 strong, grown, heroic men cry because they didn't want to disappoint their dad, even though he was no longer around. Each decision they had to make about the property, they would ask themselves if it was something something that would make their dad proud. We all know that emotions can cloud judgment. When you've inherited a property, you're going to experience emotions of grief, sentimentality, and attachment to the property. You're allowed to have emotions. But when it comes time to make a decision, try to look at it from a 10,000 foot above perspective. If you're a pros and cons writer, write your list. If you seek God for wisdom and clarity, take it to your knees and pray. It's important to acknowledge your emotions, but also prevent them from dominating your decision-making process. Rational decision-making is key. Before making any decisions, take a step back, assess the situation objectively, and consider practical implications and the long-term consequences of your choices. You can consult with professionals and ensure your decisions align with your financial and practical goals. Lean on your support system, whether it's friends, family, or a counselor. Talking through your emotions and decisions with someone you trust can offer clarity and assist in making rational choices. Emotions are a natural part of the inheritance process. Keeping them in check and making decisions based on logic and practicality will serve you well. Stay composed and focused on your long-term goals. Another critical mistake to avoid when inheriting a property is neglecting property maintenance. There are 100 reasons why this happens. It could be because your loved one just couldn't keep up with the repairs and you've inherited a property with deferred maintenance. Maybe you live out of town and you aren't here to mow the lawn or fix the fence that fell down. Maybe there are limited funds in the estate set aside for repairs. Whatever the reason, this is a no shame zone. I just want you to be informed about what may happen when maintenance of the property is put off. When a home is left unkept and it appears to be vacant, you may have unwelcomed guests, from pests like mice and rats to people squatting. So it's a security issue. We've had times where the city or county code enforcement officer gets called and the property is fined because of neglected maintenance. Putting off the maintenance of a home affects its resale value. It's crucial to stay on top of repairs and maintenance or upkeep to enhance the condition of the property. Regular maintenance ensures the property remains attractive to potential buyers or renters. It also prevents minor issues from becoming major, costly problems. If you're able to implement a maintenance schedule to address repairs promptly, you'll more than likely save money in the long run and also preserve the property's value. Don't overlook the power of cleanliness and curb appeal. Regular cleaning and landscaping enhance the property's visual appeal, making it more appealing to potential buyers and renters. By prioritizing property maintenance, you protect your investment. And if you need help finding someone locally to take care of the landscape or to do an inspection or repairs, please reach out to me. Lastly, a common mistake to avoid is failing to communicate effectively with co-heirs when inheriting a property. Inheritances can often be a source of conflict with families, and this is especially true when it comes to property. Before making any decisions about what to do with the inherited property, think about having a family meeting to discuss everybody's preferences and priorities. This can help avoid conflicts and ensure that everyone is on the same page. If there are any disagreements or conflicts among family members, consider working with a mediator or another professional to help facilitate the discussion and resolve any conflicts. Additionally, you may want to document any agreements that are made in writing. Having a clear agreement helps manage expectations and provides a framework for managing the property. Think about scheduling regular updates and meetings to go over property matters. You can meet over Zoom every Tuesday at 7 p.m., let's say. If you're using the free version of Zoom, I think the meeting is limited to 40 minutes. This can help everyone stick to the meeting agenda. For the most part, I think people just like to know what's going on, and if you block out time on your calendar every week or every other week, most will be really appreciative. By following these solutions, you can ensure that you make informed decisions about how to manage your inherited property and avoid the most common mistakes that can lead to conflicts and financial financial issues down the line. And inherited property is a valuable asset, and we want to make sure that you make the most of it. Thanks for tuning in. We post a new video every week, and we go over everything from getting rid of bad smells in a house to how to buy your sibling out of the home that you've inherited. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions about a property you've inherited in the Sacramento area, know that I'm here. In the description below are all the ways that you can reach me. I'll see you in the next video.